All right, so I haven't got the guide with me. Just remind you that I've written a guide if in case you want to participate in the Avignon Art Festival. But the first thing is, I think that the first thing which you probably want to ask yourself is, why should I do that? Why should I participate? You know, if you're starting out in theater to a festival like Avignon or any other kind of international festival out there. And I can just give you my personal story. For me, really participating in the first year here in 2017 was a big turning point in my acting career because I did win a prize here for best solo show. I performed here with a show about Mussolini, which is nowadays is titled Mussolini. They had another title at the time, and I only did 1 week. I mean, how I got there, the whole story, it really is intriguing because, like many things, it really was destiny pushing me forward. I was not supposed to be here. I mean, what happened? But I'm gonna tell you that story probably another time because I would like the protagonist of this story. I am the co-protagonist of this story. Maybe to say something about that. I'm really grateful to this person because I was in Brighton, UK at the time, and she got in touch with me. She was running a venue here. She still is running a venue here. And she asked me to come here, and I didn't know anything about Avignon really, but I came here in 2017 and I won a prize as best solo show. At the time I only did 1 week. I would not do that any longer. I mean, right now I just do the whole run. You really want to stay here as long as you can. But for me, it really was a turning point in my life, and compared to other Fringe festivals, and I've done a lot of them, I think this one is the only one where really you have a lot of programmers coming to see the shows which are performed, and they actually buy them. So in my case, somebody came to see my show, and I think there were like 15 people in the audience. And then a month later, this person got in touch with me, and I found myself doing 4 performances in the Reunion Island, in the middle of the Indian Ocean. So that's his story. And since then, really, always, it's been my favorite festival, I must say. And in one twisted way or another, I always recuperated the investment I made, and really participating in the festival gave me a lot of spin on my shows, really gave prestige to what I do. And like I said, if you want to read some of the scripts, I do physical theater, by the way, so if you read them, if you're looking for complex prose, maybe that's not your kind, but like I said, they're available on Amazon. So getting back, why do you want to participate in a Fringe festival? I think this is my personal story, but I think what happened in my case was something unexpected. So I really did not come here with the goal of finding somebody buying my show. I really came here with the goal, first of all, of acting in French. That was the first time I actually performed in French, and right now I'm this year, it really gave me a big push forward because I started working in France. And like I still speak about myself. Sorry, I don't want to sound narcissistic, but anyway, in my case, I came here with this goal of getting out of my comfort zone, acting in French, and getting to know really as many people as possible. Because unfortunately, I live in a very, very small town in northern Italy, and really, I feel lonely in a way because I got to pursue my artistic career pretty much on my own, and having the chance to actually interact with people who actually have the same passion in life is very important for me. So it's a way to regenerate myself. But in your case, why should you come to a festival such as this one? First of all, like I said, you wanna, and this is very important. Number one, do not come here, and this is very important. Do not come here unless you have a perfectly honed show. The biggest mistake I've seen is people that come here with a premiere or a show they never tested before. This is a big, huge mistake because really, the people that come here, the industry professionals, they're at the top of their game. So you don't want to tank and just ruin your career. It can work vice versa. So if your show is really not 100% ready, I would discourage you to come. It's a big mistake. But if you have a super honed show, then that's one thing you want to do. Now, of course, it's got to be something which appeals to an international audience and French audience. But, all my shows, in my case, really appeal to larger audiences. So in the case of the show I brought here in 2017, I performed that one in Australia, in Germany, in India, in China, Italy, and so on and so forth. So you wanna maybe do your show with an audience you don't know. I mean, maybe you're Australian or Canadian or American, and you're pretty much used to your own audience, but cultures are different, and people behave in different ways, and what may work in the States may not work, for example, in France or in China, for that matter. I'm kind of lucky because I do physical theater, so and I only do comedy, by the way, so I get the laugh from what I do, not what I say. So really the content of the show, although there is text in a lot of shows I do, the punchline is physical, and it's very easy to move from one language to the other with my shows. I got shows which I perform in 4 languages, others that I perform in 2 languages. That is to say, we have 2 versions of the show, one in Italian, one in English. I wrote one about cyberbullying, for example, which is titled Virginia. We have an Italian version and an English version, but I'm sure it could work out excellently in Chinese, Korean, you name it. Because like I said, the structure is just very solid and very universal. Yeah. So like I said, you want to come here to interact. Maybe like in my case, not to feel lonely. You're not a crazy guy out there if you live in a small town like I do, and you want to engage in the crazy world of theater, and you really want to enjoy yourself. Here, somebody there. Bonjour, there's a lady there. And so you really want to enjoy yourself. I think walking the way is more important than the destination in a way. So and the fact that you're able to perform for 21, 22, 23 days in a row really changes your determination, what you do. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's fun. It's pain and passion at the same time. The word passion has a double meaning. The passion of Christ. So it can be extreme suffering or irrational love. And I kind of like this word. So if you really have a passion for theater, you're bound to suffer in a nice way. And that's what the Germans call Leidenschaft. I like this word, Leidenschaft. Anyway, so I'm sorry, digressing here. Who cares? So really, and I think the biggest piece of advice to begin is not to think about the money. The biggest mistake you can do in your life when you want to reach a goal is to think about the money. Really think about the goal. And in these videos, I'll give you some tricks here and there to save money. How you can come here and without spending a fortune. And if it's bound to happen, I'm kind of a spiritual guy. The invisible hand of destiny will work in your favor. So you really gotta believe that you're gonna do it. So don't think about the money, seriously. And second biggest piece of advice, just do it. Just begin doing it. Even if you don't have the money, just get in touch with the venues, see what it's like to participate, get as much information as you can, and so on and so forth. Just take that step forward, which is pretty much what I'm doing with these videos right now. I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing. Who cares? But it's the sort of things that get better as you do them. And so much to say, really. I mean, I could stay here and make a 10-hour long video, but I don't think that's what you want. So really, come here with a super honed show. Come here because you want to get out of your comfort zone. Come here because you want to meet the professionals. And come here to have fun. It's going to be hard work, really hard work. For 1 month, maybe you will not get that much sleep, but still, once you have finished this experience, you will not be the same. So, and if you want to ask questions, I don't know how many people watch this video, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't expect it to get thousands of views and stuff like that. But if you landed here, it's because there's something brought you here. So if you got questions, specific questions, just put them in the comments, like this video, subscribe, and I'll try to answer your questions, give you as much useful content as I can, so to speak. All right? That's it. That's it for now, and I'll see you in a while. Don't know when. Ciao.